Hello and welcome to all you Virgos. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for already June 2015. Now this is one of my favorite months. Why? Because there are three things I want to mention here. One of the most important thing is one of my favorite aspects is that Venus and Uranus and Jupiter are going to make a very nice aspect, and I will be talking about this. Another thing that is important, especially for you Virgos, is the Mercury retrograde and the aspect with Neptune. And last but not least, something about the Sun and Mars in a conjunction, what that really means. So let's get started with the good news. I know that sometimes I think of myself that sometimes I only pick out the most difficult transits, but now there is such a good one that I don't want to sound over optimistic, but it's just good energy that happens now in June, and that will in a way repeat itself during hang on there, because I know you Virgos, you want the details. That will repeat itself around the month of September as well. So it will be around the month of September. So this aspect that I'm going to describe is 2 times that it takes place. So what does it mean? Now, for you, it's in a part of your chart that is a bit hidden. So Venus and Jupiter will be in your 12th house, and it's aspecting Uranus in your 8th house. So this is a very gentle, nice energy. It's not so much, so don't expect, and I mean, I don't have to tell that to Virgos, because Virgos are mostly very much with the feet on the ground, unless they have some strong Neptune in their chart, or Pisces energy, or Sagittarius energy. The Venus is trining that Uranus, and it's conjuncting Jupiter. And it's especially around the end of the month, but it's a building up through the whole month. And what does it mean? Well, Venus is not only love, it's also how we enjoy life and what we value. And it seems to me that Virgos are, during the month of June, are going to find their spiritual peace, and they are going to find a lot of support that might be hidden, because the 12th house is a hidden house, the 8th house is a hidden house as well. So it could mean several things. Uranus is about sudden liberating energies going on, and Jupiter is expansion. So there is some, for all of us, liberating, expansive energy going on when it comes to the Venus, when it comes to love, when it comes to our values, when it comes to how we enjoy ourselves. So a lot of you Virgos are going to encounter that they can enjoy themselves pretty well on their own. That's one thing. And so that can be taking some quiet time, being alone. Maybe you have a family and it's very busy, and all of a sudden you have the opportunity just to be one night or one evening every week. You have that evening for yourself, and you do whatever you want to do, whether it is having a nice glass of wine and reading a book and playing some nice music. It doesn't matter. But it's up to it. It's a good time for you to relax, and it's very strange aspect to say to relax, because Uranus is about excitement, and Uranus is about suddenly things happen. But it's in a very, the 12th house is the house of letting go. So maybe suddenly you can let go of something that you loved very much, because that's Venus. It doesn't have to be, a person or a relationship. It can also mean something that you valued very much, but that you knew that it was not good. So maybe any addiction, whether it is a big one or a small one, there is opportunity there to heal. It's a very healing energy for the Virgo, although the aspect in itself is not very healing, but it's in very healing houses. So, and this Venus is, I take some time to explain because Venus will be retrograde next month in that same house. So it will be staying there for a long time. So for those of you who want some more peace, who want some more time off, there's a good chance that you will have that. And there's a good chance that it comes out of the blue, that you have some more time for yourself. So for those Virgos who are a bit near to a burnout, this is good news. So you will be able to relax, you will be able to take some time off and to reload your batteries, because that's what this energy is trying to do to you. It can also mean, because the 8th house is money of other people, so it can also mean a sudden windfall, maybe a big one, maybe a little one, when it comes to money or something financial, or a little present that is very valuable for you that you get, but that will have a long effect. Because, as I said, Venus is there for quite a long time. Now, this is one thing that is very positive energy. So, please, you Virgos, if you are like me, I'm also a Virgo, and if you are someone who is who can worry for nothing, this is a very welcome energy, because this shows that you will be able to relax, you will be able to let go, you will be able to do that without worrying. Oh, isn't it better to work, or isn't it better to do something different? Because normally Virgos are very, they have that huge responsibility to do things. And so that's good. Now another thing, your ruler. Your ruler is also under a lot of aspects during the month of June. This was already going on last month, and this is a continuation. There is a certain aspect that is happening 3 times actually, and that is the aspect between your ruler Mercury, which is now also the whole month in your 10th house of career. It's going backwards and forwards, and it went retrograde, and now it's going direct again around the 12th, but it's only at the very end of the month that it will be out of its shadow period. So the place where it went, I'm not going to explain shadow period, or the video will be too long, but this whole process of Mercury going backwards and forwards, you Virgos, you know that very well. You know that you have been contemplating, thinking, reviewing for a lot of you, it will be work. For others, it could be a connection with your mum. It could be a connection with authorities. But for most people, it will have to do with work, that you are rethinking things there. Now, the aspect that happens 3 times is Mercury squaring Neptune. So when Mercury went in the highest point of your chart, in the 10th house, just meaning in a very positive way, standing a bit still. It's a good time still for you, Virgos, to stand still when it comes to your work and to think how you can make it better in the future, and especially as from next month, so July that is, because you can if you do it in a strategic way, almost you could say, you can turn around your job into more, probably you as a Virgo want it to be more efficient, but also maybe in a way that you want to enjoy it a bit more. Taking into account that 12th house, what is going on there with Venus. But the thing is, when it crosses Neptune over 3 times, so at the very beginning of the month, actually the last week of May, Mercury was squaring Neptune, and then around the 22nd and 23rd of the month, it's squaring Neptune again. And write that date down in your agenda. It's only 2 days, the 22nd and the 23rd, but it's 2 days of confusion, and also around the 1st and the 2nd of June, and I think it will have to do with work, maybe also with other people. So maybe with a business partner if you are in business, maybe with clients if you work with clients. maybe with your loved one, if you work, for instance, with your spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, because there is some things that are not clear, but they will get clear. The one positive thing about Neptune squaring up to Mercury is that after the transits is gone, which will be after the 23rd, clearness comes. So there are some things. So if you want to make a very important decision, considering work, I would wait after the 24th, 25th, actually the end of the month, to make a huge decision, because then you will have all the information, you will see it all, even when the information was right in front of you, you haven't seen it, because that's what Neptune does. It wants to show you different roads. I have made a video, it was coincidentally, but lately, last week, I think I made a video about Neptune Mercury, and I will put the link below if you are interested in this subjects. So check out that video. It can help you, especially if you've got Virgo planets around, let's say, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th of the month. Don't mind the bell. So the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th of the month. Of the month? No. I was distracted there. You see how easily I get distracted? So around 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees of Virgo, if you've got planets there on ascendant, then you will feel that the most. Okay, last but not least. So this is a bit confusion, but the confusion is there to give you ultimately all the information and to make a better decision afterwards. Okay, keep that in mind. And then another interesting thing is, and that's mostly the first week of the month, the first week, the second week of the month, the Sun and Mars are together. Also in Gemini, in your 10th house. This is an aspect, this is also a very interesting aspect to have. So the Sun, which is the male energy of your identity, and Mars, which is the male energy also of action, doing, are coming together. Now, in your 10th house, there's always positive and negative, and I'm going to show you both ways. Now, in itself, neutrally, it means a power. It means a kind of dominance there. So someone who has this in a natal chart has a bit of dominance there, has tremendous power and strength. You can see that also in people who do a lot of sports or who are in competition, because it demands a lot of power. A negative way is, of course, being arrogant, being bossy. That's so when it's in your 10th house, I don't think you will use it in a negative way, because I don't see Virgos in general to be very overly aggressive, although you might have Virgos like that, of course, I'm sure. So watch what you say, watch out what you say, because it can have a knock-on effect, and so do it gentle, and but say what you need to say. And so on the positive side, this aspect means courage. So if you have felt for a long time that you have been letting your boss or someone from work walking all over you way too much, now is the time to redraw the lines. Now is the time to say, no, stop, I don't want this anymore. I want it my way, and I want it this way. Of course, not like I'm saying now, but in your Virgo gentle way, but it is time to do so. And you can use this very energetic aspect to do something that you wouldn't dare doing otherwise. So if you are that kind of, if you are in that situation, Virgo, that you're not agreeing with something at work, it's now the time to do so, but do it in a gentle way. And it's good to stand up for yourself. In other words, that's a bit on the sidewalk. Last but not least, I want to say something about the asteroid Juno. Juno, I forgot to say this, that with the Venus in your 12th house, Juno is also involved. I hope I pronounce it well. So Juno is also transiting in Leo and aspecting the Venus and the Jupiter and trining the Uranus. So what does that mean? Again, that this emphasizes commitment. So not only in relationships, but commitment in this case, you could say commitment in letting go, commitment in giving some time for yourself, commitment in reloading your batteries and not saying, I will do it, I will do that, but actually doing it. That's the Juno energy of commitment. And yeah, that's very positive as well. So a lot of good stuff going on for the Virgos. Enjoy it. Check out the video I just made and posted below. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.